I'm not a designer. In fact, I've never designed a user interface in my life. But in this video, I'll show you exactly how I designed the UI for my tech startup without any prior experience. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Addy, and this is episode 8 of a series where I'm challenging myself to build a startup from scratch over 90 days with no prior experience and document everything on this channel. So if you'd like to follow my journey, then hit that subscribe button and check out the rest of the videos in this series. Let's start off by talking about the design principles that I set for my application's UI. So I've got over 5 years of industry experience working as a software engineer, and over those 5 years, I've worked on a large variety of features, some of which have been used by a few thousand users, but others have been used by millions of users every single month. And when I reflect on these 5 years, what really surprises me is that I used to believe that the more complicated a piece of UI is, the more professional it looks, and the more likely users are to use it. But that couldn't be further from the truth. I've worked on very complicated UIs like highly interactive and configurable analytics dashboards, but I've also worked on simpler UIs like drop-down menus. And what I've seen firsthand is that the more complicated a piece of UI is, the more frustrated people get when they use it. And you can see evidence of this when you look at how people feel about a complicated piece of software like Photoshop, which I think is so intimidating to use when you first open it. And this is exactly why the first design principle that I've set for my startup is to keep the UI as simple as possible while keeping the application valuable. This means minimizing the number of steps that a user would need to take to get the highest quality result from my application. And this design principle plays really well with the next one, which is to minimize the number of variables that'll help me figure out if there's a demand for my application. Let me explain what I mean by this. I've been reading The Lean Startup by Eric Ries, which outlines a methodology for building successful startups through experimentation and rapid iteration. The core idea is that any founder of a startup knowingly or unknowingly makes assumptions about what their target customer wants, and at the end of the day, builds products or services based on these assumptions. And if these assumptions turn out to be wrong, the startup fails. So to avoid this, Eric recommends startups to test every assumption through experimentation. Let me give you an example. The biggest assumption I'm making right now is that users want a single-shot video pre-processing application where all they need to do is click a few buttons, and in a few minutes they'll have a fully processed video file. If this assumption is wrong, users aren't going to use my app no matter how good the UI or the underlying software is. So what I need to do to test this assumption is release an MVP of the application to users and observe how they interact with it. And based on this data, I can then decide whether to continue developing the feature, if I should improve the feature, or if I should pivot to something else completely. But if my UI is so complicated that a user would need to complete 50 different steps before they can have their video processed, then that could deter users and make it difficult to test my underlying assumption about whether people actually want a single-shot video pre-processing application. This is why keeping my UI simple is key, because it minimizes the number of variables that I need to observe and will tell me if there is a demand for my application. The third design principle that I'm following is to keep the UI aesthetic and inviting. Even if my UI is simple, it doesn't mean that it can't look good. Take a look at these two websites. Which one appeals to you more even though you know absolutely nothing about them? How about these two? And what about these? Hopefully you can see that by using simple design elements like vibrant color palettes, animations, SVG icons, box shadows, fonts, rounded corners, and similar UI elements, you can make even a simple user interface stand out and inviting to use. So now that I've explained the 3 design principles that I'm following, let me walk you through my UI design process as someone with no design experience. I started off by figuring out what pages my application would need to support, and in my previous video, I mentioned that at the very least, I'll require a login page and a page for the core UI of my application. And with those 2 pages in mind, I listed out all the UI elements they would need to support. This is stuff like login forms, file uploads, icons, cards, and so on. But once I had those elements defined, I went to Pinterest and started searching for design inspiration. I specifically searched for designs that showcase those elements, and every time I came across a design that stood out to me, I took a screenshot of it and added it to a mood board on Figma. I did this for a few hours until I had a mood board that reflected the vibe of the UI that I'd like to create for my application. From there, I created a very basic sketch of the layout that I want my UI to follow, which looked like this. Once this was ready, I started creating the actual design by using elements from the mood board I just created as inspiration until I had a cohesive design that I was happy with. And at the end of the process, these are the designs that I came up with. I don't know about you, but as someone with literally no design experience, I'm happy with the way this design turned out. While I might not be following all the design principles perfectly and there's probably a lot of room for improvement, I think it's good enough for an MVP to test my core assumptions about my startup. And honestly, designing this UI seemed like such a daunting task to me initially, but after following this process, I learned that you don't need to be an expert in every field to build something meaningful. Sometimes you just need to start, follow a systematic approach, and learn along the way. So yeah, I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, then hit that like and subscribe button to help boost it on YouTube, and maybe leave a comment so I can get to know you better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.